Hello, everyone. This is addicitve, registered nurse and certified food addiction counselor, and welcome to the 30 days, 30 tips on how to quit sugar challenge. Today is day number 4. Yesterday and the day before, we talked about why to quit sugar, the most popular reason and the most important reason. And today, I'm going to give you the most critical reason, and that is because sugar is addictive. There are some people who consume sugar in the same way that heavy smokers smoke cigarettes. Junk food are this hyper processed foods really is the new tobacco. And actually, the fact of the matter is that the tobacco companies are invested in these huge food conglomerates and the major food companies. So they're using the same aggressive marketing and the same brainwashing of young people that society cannot be sustained without sugar, which is a bunch of hooey. I mean, let's face it, people did not eat hyper processed foods 80 years ago. Okay, this is a new phenomenon, and it's a new cultural phenomenon, and it's actually food that human beings were not meant to eat. And one of the biggest problems is it causes this huge, it's so much tastier and richer and gives so much more pleasure than natural food gives. Real food is gives pleasure. You're supposed to enjoy your real food, but it's supposed to be something that attracts you and you want to eat it when you're hungry and is not interesting when you're full, like tuna salad. But what happens with these hyper processed foods that have tons of sugar, fat, and salt and just are presented in a way that is so attractive and so stimulating is that even if you're busting at the seams, you still somehow have room to eat that dessert, that tiramisu that they put in front of your eyes in the restaurant. And that's because it's not that, in Hebrew, there's a saying that there's a separate stomach for dessert. It's not a separate stomach, it's a separate place in the brain. And that place in the brain is where addiction occurs. So, if anyone who is watching this tip about why to quit sugar, if you feel like you're eating junk food or sugary, starchy foods like the same way that a heavy smoker would smoke cigarettes, it's like just this real loss of control. You know that it's harming you and you still can't stop. That is the most critical reason why to quit sugar, because for many of people who are like that, who feel like they are addicted to these sugary, starchy, hyper processed foods and have no control over how much they eat, moderating doesn't work. Many times, if you abstain from it, if you just really quit all those foods that are so addictive, then that craving that I must eat it goes away. And you can actually like look at a piece of cake and not have to eat it and decide this is not for me. The same way that smokers quit smoking, right? So as somebody who's a heavy smoker and decides to quit, that they don't want to smoke anymore, can't like allow themselves a cigarette every Saturday night so that they won't feel deprived. And for many people, they keep trying to eat these foods in moderation when these foods, they're actually truly addicted to them. And then it might be worth it just to completely quit. So that is my tip for today, right? The critical reason to quit sugar would be if you think that it's addicting you. Tune in tomorrow for tip number 5. And don't forget to press on the link in the description of this video if you want to get all of my 30 tips at the end of the 30 days straight to your inbox. Have a great day. Bye bye.